So today is a great day for some epoxy work. I think today I will level this out with a planer and then cut this off up until the next tie down area, up until one of these, and then see if I can tackle just up ahead the next chain plate and remove that. It's going to require a little bit of chipping away. I think we can manage. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. Sorry for the audio in the previous clip. We are carrying on with the toe rail. This week I will epoxy and fare out with the planer most of this area. I'll continue, as you've seen before, chipping off and breaking off the parts of the toe rail that I've just cut. It's a lengthy process, but let's get on with it. I really do try my best not to knock these things into the water. This area is very difficult to get around. I only just fit on this side of the deck. Check it out, another one of those. Okay, now with everything removed, I can come along with the electric planer and just knock everything down so that it's level with the deck. Probably do a few passes of this. And the same gets done up front, where the toe rail is pretty bad here. There's huge divots and big chunks that came off while I was chipping away. Planed this area as much as I can. What I'll do next is I'll tidy up, vacuum, and come through with some thickened epoxy as soon as the sun comes out and dries it a little. But look what else I found. I've not seen this before, so I have no idea what this is. Potentially a previous repair. It wasn't here a couple of months ago. It's definitely here now. Oh my, it looks like some thickened epoxy has been put over something. Wow. Another one of those weird repairs that we've never noticed. But since this whole area still has to be done, all of this teak has to be removed. I mean, that's why, look at that. It's all just rotten and broken. So all of this will get sanded down and resurfaced, if need be even glassed like I did on the other side. But yeah, let's get back to the work at hand and not be distracted. Alright, I'm inside now and I'm going to mix up some thickened epoxy. So I'm back on my workbench. I thought I'd show you in detail, up close and personal, the kind of stuff I have to cut through on the toe rail. I mean, thank goodness it's bronze. I have had some stainless steel ones and you know immediately. Incidentally, the removal of the inner railing and trim pieces for the hatch has been done. The new pieces of wood are here. This is some pieces of Meranti, and here is the new hatch. So sneak peek, that's coming up soon. I have to make frame for it, glue the frame, and take this out, but as we have just hit winter, probably not going to get to do that. We get very few sunny days, lots of wind and lots of rain. So let's have a look and see if we can epoxy up that toe rail. Alright, you may have seen this before, but basically put my gloves on, mix up the epoxy and the hardener. Alright. LR30 from AMT Composites here in Cape Town, and the hardener. This will then get a vicious stir and I'll thicken it up to fill those holes in the toe rail. Or runnier. But it's fine, it'll do. We'll then thicken this up. I'm just using some chopsticks from takeout. We keep everything and reuse everything. Alright. Next, we're going to mix up some field silica to thicken this up. It takes quite a bit. Another thing I normally do is I shake the living hell out of this bucket before I open it, because it breaks up these little clumpy bits, which in fairness break up really easily, but it just means that they break up better in the actual mix. But I'm in a rush, and for this job, not that big a deal. But this is kind of what I'm going for at the moment. Nice and thick, fill out the big areas, and then I'll do a thinner version of this, almost painted on. 2 or 3 layers, tacky on tacky, so I won't wait until it's completely dried and then sand it. I'll wait until it's touch tacky so that it still sticks a bit, and I'll put the next coat on. Let's go upstairs and do this. And we rinse and repeat. I take the thickened epoxy and I lather it into the various holes and the deformed areas, and I spread it along. I use the flat edge of the tongue depressor that I'm using to fill and keep straight, and I just pull it across and keep adding until I've made it all the way to the other side. I'll probably do this 2 or 3 times with some sanding in between over the next week. I don't think I'll show that, or perhaps in the next video. Then she'll be ready for glass, and I'll definitely show that in the next video.
Hi everyone. Okay, so it's been a couple of months since we've updated our board of to-do jobs, and some of these are still valid, some of these might not entirely be, but I'm not going to move anything now. We need to rethink it. For our interior work, I've still got a bunch of stuff to do. Test galley fridge, remove old curtain boxes, sand and prime salon window walls, sand and prime and paint Zoe's cabin. That's actually currently in progress. Repair pilot cabin roof beam, build can pantry, sand and prime salon ceiling, replace pilot cabin bulkhead is also something that I'm in the process of doing, but I'm not going to put it on the board yet. For rigging, I have to redo the main boom. I have to build a new stack pack for the mizzen, make a starboard aft chain plate. I have to get a new stack pack for the main. There's some tow rail repairs that I'm still busy with on the port side. Stanchions and rails still need to be done, and recondition the mizzen boom. For other things, rebed, replace cockpit windows. So every single one of these have to get redone as well. But yeah, the cockpit ones are the worst. The canvases up there, as well as remove and service the windlass. Sand and fair both the port forward deck. Sand and prep the chain locker. Now the chain locker is inside that mess. A diesel transfer pump. I need to do that, still in the engine room. Engine diesel tank prep. I need to empty all of them. That's quite a big job. This one kind of needs to happen before this one. And then install the engine air filter. There's more work for the engine now, seeing as the oil cooler has gone. So that's getting made now, a brand new one. For plumbing, we've got to install the galley macerator pump. Install the water pump, a brand new one. Both of them are brand new. Then we've got to plumb the galley sink and plumb a hose going aft to our little laundry system. Then I have to install our inverter. I need to test all of our navigation equipment. Some of them are like very old and doesn't work so well anymore. And then a 48-volt system needs to get set up. All of these are things that I have to start prepping for. In terms of what we're actually doing, widen galley bilge access. I'll show that to you now. Sand and prep galley bilge. Install new bilge pumps in the main galley bilge. Finish the seal with coach roof edges. We've got some leaks. Complete the starboard tow rail repairs. Install new house bank bus bars. I've made them, they just need to be set up. Cut and sand prime paint and reinforce the laundry. That's kind of halfway done. I'm busy making a brand new anchor for us. That's halfway done. Build and finish starboard salon cupboard. That's currently happening too. Install new solar panels. They have been installed, but they're not properly installed yet. Sand and prime and paint Zoe's cabin. So these are the tasks that are currently happening. In terms of access, under here, and you can't really see it, is a tiny little hatch, and this opens up a small little entrance area which gets me into the main bilge and also where the mast steps. I can't fit in there. No matter how much weight I lose, I'll never fit in there, and I need to get in there to install all of this equipment. So I've made a new thing that can open up much wider, but since the stairs actually need that to rest on, I need to think of a better way of doing it, not just make a bigger hole, because then this thing won't be structurally sound. So quite a lot of work to do.
So quite a lot of work still to do, so plenty of content. So I'd love it if you keep watching, and some of it might be really interesting. So as I finish this up, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Please come again, like and subscribe and leave a comment. And next week, I think we'll glass this up. We should be just about ready. I'm also manufacturing some cleats. Thank you, Andries, for that. He's been doing that for me. And as I say goodbye, I'll quickly close this up and deal with it in the summer. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.